All right, guys, so we're here. We just came to a property in La Habra that me and Derek just picked up. And the goal today is to walk this property because I want to know, first of all, if it's something that I can buy, if the numbers make sense. So to throw some numbers at you, they're telling me I can buy this house for $600,000. The ARV after rehab value cost or price of the house would be about $800,000. So that means I have about $200,000 to play with. The question is if the work needed is somewhere in the $50,000 range, or if I'm gonna be spending $100,000 to over $100,000 to fix this house up. So I gotta have my numbers very detailed, and after I got my numbers, then I can come back and figure out if it's something that I would buy. Because one of the things that a lot of the flippers go through when they lose money is that their numbers are wrong. So we gotta be very careful. Two numbers that you always have to be careful with is you gotta look at your ARV, or the after rehab value again. You gotta know your comps, know the area. The second is your rehab cost. Because some people think they're gonna spend $50,000, they end up spending $100,000, and if you do, there goes all your equity and profit, okay? Look at this. So look, all this is super dirty, guys. Look, somebody was using gloves to come in. Yeah. That means the house is super nasty. Yeah. Okay, there's rats, guys. So look.
Yo, where is it?
That right there is a mouse trap. Nice. Which basically means, no, if you touch that, it goes like this, look. You touch it, it smashes your finger and it breaks it. Poop everywhere, look at all the poop. What do you call it, rat poop? Rat poop everywhere, rat poop.
You know, you're gonna be like, Pomona, open one, you see the rat, like Jeanette?
Oh my God. Yeah. Actually, remember at the flipping Pomona? Yeah. There was actually a rat inside the cabinet. There was a rat inside the cabinet. Let me see.
That one.
No. Yes. At least they have new cabinets, that's a good though. And then one stainless.
Okay. Yeah, but even though they're new cabinets, I still have to probably rip them off. So this looks like this will be the dining room. Again, there's a lot of crap everywhere. Nasty carpet. There's food in the floor, and no wonder there's rats. It's because you got dog food or some kind of food in the floor. Obviously the rats are eating it. Looks like this house is infested with rats, guys. You can see traps everywhere. I think the owners has a big problem with rats. Oh my God, this is freaking disgusting. So this is a bathroom, guys. It's super disgusting. There's something laying there, I don't know what it is, but there's carpet in the, ooh, this is disgusting. The carpet's so stained of crap. I don't know what's in there. Laundry full of also poop. There's rat poop everywhere in the laundry. As you can see, it's disgusting. We got a huge bedroom here. Be careful with, again, probably the person here was a hoarder, so the house is super nasty. Acoustic ceilings all around. We got wood paneling all the way, so we have to rip all this stuff out. All the acoustics. This floor, I mean, this is original probably from the 70s. We got rid of that. And of course, the backyard is a nasty mess, so we'll take you out in the backyard in a second. Let's get out of here because this is pretty disgusting. Look at this right here, full of crap. Everything is nasty, so don't touch anything in, okay? This is how the people were living here, okay? There's actually mouse traps here, everywhere. Trash everywhere, as you can see. Crap everywhere. This is as bad as it can get. Crap in the sink. The shower is disgusting. Oh my God. Somebody was actually, can you believe they were living in this condition? It is disgusting, crap everywhere. This is, so look, this room is infested with mouse. You can see drops everywhere. So obviously these people were super dirty. I can see food there. There's food left there open. So obviously that's what the rats are eating. They're just eating all the food. But again, this house is sold as is. So all this stays here with the house. So I have to get rid of everything and dump it. So I want to show you guys because this bathroom is disgusting. And of course trash everywhere, but this bathroom has wallpaper, but something kind of looks off because I never seen a wallpaper like this, and I actually think this is mold. So you actually have mold that has seeped through the wallpaper. Possibly some kind of water damage happened here. I never seen this kind of wallpaper that it looks like that. So until we rip it out, we don't know if it's actually mold that seeped through the wallpaper and it looks the way it looks now, or if it's actually part of the wallpaper. But if it's small, this is gonna be a huge expense. Possibly might not even wanna buy it, and at the same time, I don't wanna even be in here because I don't wanna breathe. We're gonna go to the backyard this way because going through the house is actually kind of nasty. And we need some fresh air. So guys, Alexa's been with a lot of my flips because she comes with me. She likes to work on design. And is this one of the worst houses we've seen? Pretty big.
The worst,
The
not
worst?
one of them.
Okay, so this might be the worst, okay? So, and we're not done looking at it. We had to get out of the house because it was, the smell was
Ugly.
so bad and there was rats everywhere and, okay, we got a jungle here. Don't touch anything, please.
Don't touch that.
Also, we have to be careful with bees because remember, there's times that I go to houses, they're like this, you got a infestation of bees, so we have to be careful. Let me show you guys this. This is something people get a little scared. Watch this, with cracks, and you know, people could say, wow, there's a crack here, but this is a pretty standard stress crack, so I wouldn't call this a big issue. It's just a stress crack, you know, it's stucco. It doesn't seem like it's actually part of the foundation or the actual house, because then you will see that inside the house too. So this will be just more of a stress crack. All this, guys, we have to rip off everything. All this will be completely gone. So ripping this out, ripping that deck out. We need to basically clear all this backyard. To be honest with you, the backyard is actually really nice. You have a huge yard, lots of grass. You got a view. Look at this. This is beautiful. So this is a big plus, you know, having a big yard like this. Having a park right behind you, but this is nice. You got nice privacy behind you, open. Actually, the yard's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is probably not gonna work. It's a fire pit, so it's actually better just to rip everything out. We can't really use any of this. This concrete is cracked everywhere, so we're gonna have to rip out the concrete. You know, this jacuzzi area, this gazebo, it's not really a gazebo that we can keep. It's gonna have to be ripped out completely. That deck is horrible, so I will have to add having to replace the deck. Of course, trimming all these trees, putting some new grass, sod, sprinklers. So all that is gonna be something I have to add up into the cost to make sure we have some profit to fix this house. But I think the price is getting pretty of the expense to fix this house. It's shooting to the roof, bro. I don't know if it's gonna work, to be honest with you. Another thing, guys, I'm looking at the AC unit. It's actually not a bad looking AC unit. Probably, I would say about 10 years old. So this is something that we could probably still use. Replacing this will cost probably about $5,000. So this is something that could obviously add up on your expense when you're flipping a house. So we have to send an inspector or an AC licensed professional to come check it out and make sure the heating and the AC unit are working. All these trees are gonna have to go. This type of planter with these rocks, horrible. This is from like the 60s, 70s. So nobody likes them, they're ugly. So you're pretty much gonna have to rip off all these planters out, rip out all this out, all this horrible, ugly. You gotta get rid of this. And then of course, I'm gonna have to clean off all this stuff here, all this ugly trees, the bushes, garage. One thing about this house too, we have to consider would be all the siding. It's like a wood siding, and it's kind of like an older style, you know, something they don't use anymore in houses now, and the goal would be to make this really modern. So could you imagine now having to change all the siding, and then look at this horrible rock. So you can't have that anymore. This is also very outdated. Other things, guys, I'm looking at, something you always have to check will be driveways. As you can see, the driveway is all cracked. Might be possible to have to put a new driveway in this house. So that's expensive, put a new driveway. We walked the house, as you can see, it's horrible, it's nasty. So a couple of things I wanna share with you guys, and any feedback, Derek, also jump in. But one is, I'm thinking, this rehab is not $50,000. I'm actually thinking because of how much work it needs, looking at the exterior, looking at the driveway, looking at the backyard, looking at basically gutting the whole property, and who else, what other stuff could have in this house.
Right.
I mean, I think the rehab's gonna be closer to $100,000. Yeah. So again, to buy that $600,000, if I spent $100,000 to fix this house up, now I'm in for what, $700,000. Now, hard money cost, okay? I want you guys to think about this because a lot of the investors don't understand hard money. Those costs could add up, especially depending how much or how long you're holding this property. Alone, just on hard money cost, let me throw some numbers at you. If I buy for $600,000, if I put down $100,000 down, if I finance $500,000, I'm gonna pay in hard money cost with points. Points could range between 1.5 to 2 points. Interest somewhere between 8.5 to 10%. We're looking at spending close to $30,000 just on hard money cost, and that's holding this property for 4 months. If I hold it longer than that, I'm looking more at 40, longer than that, $50,000 on hard money cost. So if I'm already in for 100, right, 130, expenses to sell the house, at least I'm gonna spend somewhere between $25,000. That's escrow, title fees, commissions, right?
Staging.
That's on top of that too. So now I'm already at 130, 155. So right now, after staging the house and all that, I'm actually making about $30,000 profit. Is that a good profit?
Nah.
Not for this type of house, okay? So you gotta be very careful. So in order for me to buy this house, most likely I will have to spend max $550,000 so that I can make minimum $80,000 on this particular job, because this is gonna be a big headache. So always know your numbers. Make sure you always know about the hard money cost and all the extra little expenses. Also remember, I still gotta pay taxes, okay? So Uncle Sam, what's a piece of it? At that point, what am I gonna make, right? So I could definitely work with $80,000, but not $30,000. So
Yes.
always know your numbers, okay? Stay tuned as I show you how we remodel this property. Remember, I'm always looking for homes, so if you have a property that you need a buyer, send it to me or Derek. We'll love to buy it from you. And also, if you're looking for hard money, I can actually help you with that too.
Wait,
Anything you want to say to close it off?
Yes. Never visit this house, and if you do, be prepared.
Wear a mask. All right, guys, we'll see you later.